Hello everyone, Reaper Evolved here for Press A to join, and welcome back to Wurm Unlimited. So I thought I would just do some quick tutorial stuff and some information about how certain things work in Wurm Unlimited, particularly for those that don't play the game, and there's even maybe some stuff for people that do. As you can see, we've got a little bit of field area on the go. Looks like it's growing well. There's some field up here. Might be hard to see, and we thought that might be cool. A lot of this is temporary whilst we get all the planning and stuff done. So for those of you that have seen the first video and maybe thought, I really don't like all this brown area, it looks a little bit horrendous, like whenever the houses are built it won't be as obvious, but still, you know, it's kind of horrible looking. And yep, you're absolutely correct. So I kind of wanted to cover that. So all these, you can make these back into grass area, and the way to do that is if you grab yourself a sickle or scythe or something that you can cut the grass with. I'm using a sickle and I'll come to why in a moment, and you find an area that has a little bit of it has to be at least medium length. I've been cutting around a little bit, so there should be just some here, and like the grass will grow back again, so sometimes it can be beneficial to have a grass area in town, at least for a temporary basis. That'll get you mixed grass, as you can see. Then what you do is you make yourself what this here is. Now it doesn't have a sort of icon, as you can see, and like they call it a legat. So if I go to final Wurmpedia, it's like a hammer looking, it's a hammer looking item, and you need a plank, large nails, and then 6 more nails and a shaft to complete it. Alright, and that's a little handy in-game Wurmpedia thing, which is definitely very useful. And if I go to crafting, you'll see I already have done this before. I have it's all ready to go because I've been doing this a little bit. So if I combine to make sure there's plenty of material, and then hit create, I only have a 50% chance because I haven't been doing this. Thatching is its own unique skill, so it may not work the first time. Of course it didn't, because why would it for this? There we go, we have created thatch. We'll let that complete again, why not? There we go, thatch times 2. Awesome. Alrighty, so let's move up here. So here I've kind of done a little mini demonstration. So you have, if you just plant grass straight away, it'll create this sort of step. I'm going to call it step A or steep area. I might just refer to steep, the steep area. And it doesn't look that great, particularly if there's a lot of it around. Now some animals quite like this area, so for certain animals you may want to have some of that around because that's the preferred method of grazing that stuff. But as far as aesthetics go, it's not nice looking. So to create these nice grassy areas again, what you need to do is if you double click the old thatch here and then plant it down, that will instantly create you boom, grass. Now you can convert the step into grass by use of flowers, but I just find that's a little bit easier to do it that way. Plus, if you're thinking about having a thatched roof, then you're going to be making thatch anyway, and you may as well try and skill up. So why not do it that way? Now, if you're wondering how to get it from grass to the lawn area, and if I kind of step back a little bit as far as I can, you'll notice a slight difference in the texture color. That's like a little sort of brighter green, and that's like a darker green. It's a little bit tidier looking. You'll notice maybe also in my inventory here are some scissors, and all you do is nature trim, and it turns it into lawn. So sometimes there is an extra step involved just to get that little extra look, and I do think that lawns look that little bit nicer. They're much tidier. Of course, slightly different from real life, because I don't know about you folks, but I certainly wouldn't like to be going through my lawns with a pair of scissors to keep them tidy. But hey, what are you gonna do? That's cool. So yeah, that's kind of how you can convert this area back into the sort of nicer looking stuff, and we'll have some trees and stuff planted down over there already, and try and reforest the area and make it sort of look pretty again. So that's kind of some of the options you have available to you, and of course you can have some paved areas and such. You'll see I have some gravel, and this is where my house is going to be, and I thought that might be a cool look. But I kind of wanted to have some nice lawn area around that might just make it look that little bit nicer, you know. And it seemed to match it quite well, and I have a little curb going, or at least started. That's just planned out for now. I just wanted to see how it would look. I don't have my hammer on me. I believe it is what I need. Let me just have a quick check. Add a crafting menu. I need a hammer or a mallet, and I have neither on me at the moment, but that's cool. So that's basically what's up with the aesthetics for your settlement. Next up, as promised, I would come to why I have the sickle as opposed to the scythe, as what I did the last time. Well, first and foremost, the sickle has quite a high DPS value compared with most other weapons, so that's pretty handy. The second is to do with my affinity. Now, what a lot of players don't seem to know is that every character will have an affinity of some description, and how you discover your affinity will be just through your skills menu. Now, the affinity increases at a higher rate than all other skills, so you may want to specialize in whatever your affinity is, and some players will go through multiple characters in order to get an affinity that they really like, and that's definitely an option. There's one slight drawback. I don't know if there's something you can configure on the server, but certainly on this server your affinity won't show up for a certain amount of time. I'm going to say around 12 hours or so, so about halfway through your newbie buff you will get your affinity. Now, I don't know how accurate that is, but it definitely doesn't show up straight away, so unless it's something you really don't want to do, you will not really want to create a new character at that point. But if you really have to, you have that option, but you'll have to wait the 12 hours again. And by the way, that's in-game time. You can't log off and expect it to be there when you come back in. That's sorry. So your skill tab might be like this, and you can just click the top here where the name is and hit expand all. You can see I've been walking around a little bit, so I've increased ever so slightly some body stuff there. And if I scroll down, as you can see, there's quite a lot of skills. Here we go, shield bashing. Alright, so affinity 1, and the affinities have levels. You can obtain other ones through PvP. So if you really get something you hate, you could always try going through PvP and hopefully get somebody that has an affinity that you like. And that's why I have the sickle as opposed to the scythe, because the scythe is a two-handed weapon versus the sickle, which is a one-handed weapon. And in order for me to use the shield bash, I need to have a shield, and of course that means I need to have my other hand free. So that's kind of why that is, and I'll just show you how that looks, because it's not really that clear. There you go. I look kind of mean still with that going on. The shield looks a little bit big, but actually no, okay, no, that's about right. It should be a good shield is shoulder to knee, so that's pretty good. So yeah, that's kind of what's up with affinity. So as I say, not a lot of players that even have been playing this a while even are aware of that. So hope you all can have a nice affinity. Wurm has a really cool one, which is nature, and that's a major skill, so it can literally be it will be given to you at random. Just by the way, let's see if I can find nature. I probably went past it. There we go. Nature as the major skill, so that will kind of give him a slight bonus, because all this counts towards the nature overall skill, and then the overall nature skill will aid you in the minor skills as well. So there's a little bit of sort of back and forward with the way the skills work, and you that can benefit you if you get a major one. And as I say, it can literally be anything it will be given. It's completely random. There's no way to influence as far as I know, and the only other way to get a different one is through PvP. So, and I'm not even sure it's guaranteed. I wouldn't imagine so. It's something I haven't looked into, but likely it's just a chance. But if you're doing a lot of PvP, you'll probably end up with one eventually. And that's cool as well, because obviously with Shield Bash, one of my favorite things to do in the previous server and even this server, and something I've been doing quite a bit there, is hunting. And the Shield Bash is good because it'll stun temporarily the creature, and that makes it a lot easier. So now near town it's not a big deal because we have the guards to take the aggro and help us out. However, if we were to head out as a hunting party, which we are intending to do, that's going to become an issue then. So me having that ability will be beneficial to us all. And of course, when it comes to PvP, and I have that leveled up, been able to stun my opponents and you know, have at them with them unable to fight back is definitely going to be an advantage. Whatever you need to do. So that should be cool. So that was just to kind of let you folks know what's up with some of the ways some stuff works. And again, you know, let me know whatever questions or anything you want me to cover. Even anything, if you've been playing it a while, that you find people are asking you a lot. Anything you'd think I might benefit from, you know, throw it down there. If it's something I haven't looked into yet, I'll definitely enjoy looking into it and finding out more about it. And it might be something I've not ever even thought of discovering, so that could be cool. So definitely keep on doing that, and hopefully you've enjoyed the video, hopefully you've got something out of it. Let us know in the comments, let us know by smacking that like button please, that would be all very much appreciated. So for now, this has been Wurm Unlimited. I have been Reaper Evolved for Press A to join, your home for game reviews, news and more, I'm sure. And this is Reaper Evolved, out.